This is the Chase IHG Business Premier credit card, and it's possibly the most underrated hotel card on the entire market. The $99 annual fee just posted to my account, and that means I've held this card for 1 year. And I have to decide if I want to keep or cancel this card, and I've already said that it's the most underrated card, so you might already know which direction this video is headed. So of course we'll start off by talking about all of the card details to see what kind of value we can get out of it. And the best place to start is going to be, it is a business card. This card is not for everybody because, of course, it does have that business right in the name of the card. Now, if you are somebody that is self-employed or just has a little bit of self-employment income of any kind, you could qualify to be eligible for this card and you could apply right now. But if you are somebody that's not self-employed in any capacity, only works a standard W-2 job, well, you can't get this card. And I do have another video for you that I've already made on this channel. It was my 1-year review of the personal version of this IHG card, so you could check that out if you want. And now for those of you who are left, let's get into talking about this business card. We have a $99 annual fee on here, and yes, of course, with any card with an annual fee, we have to make sure that we're getting more value every single year than what we're paying out. I absolutely believe that this card is worth it in year one because you pay the $99 and you get a massive welcome bonus. Right now, the base offer is 140,000 IHG points for spending $4,000 in the first 3 months. But if you are somebody that's very new to the IHG ecosystem and you don't really understand what these points are worth or even what kind of hotels are out there for IHG, we first have to go and look at some of the background information on this loyalty program. IHG has 19 hotel brands and 6,000 plus destinations all under one loyalty program. So you might have heard about some of the luxury and lifestyle collection hotels like Six Senses, Intercontinental, Kimpton, and these are very, very nice properties, but they also have a ton of other properties too. In the premium collection, you might have heard of Crown Plaza before, and you might have also seen a ton of Holiday Inn Expresses and Holiday Inns all around the places that you're traveling because they seem to be everywhere. There's still more hotels with the Suites collection, and then exclusive partners, they have all-inclusive beachfront resorts. It says they have 6,430 open hotels and then 2,000 more on the way. And you can see they are a global brand with all hotels all around the world, or you can switch it to just the Americas, or you can do Europe, Middle East, and Asia, or the greater China area. So if you're someone like me that loves traveling all around the world, well, there most likely will be an IHG property where you want to go. And in terms of what this welcome offer is worth, because you are getting the 140,000 points, well, these points are very comparable to Hilton and Marriott points, because they all have a value that's lower than the standard Chase Ultimate Reward point or Amex membership rewards points, but it's definitely not on the same level as Hyatt. But Hyatt points are harder to earn, whereas Marriott, Hilton, and IHG points are easier to earn. People like to value IHG points at around 0.5 cents per point, meaning 140,000 IHG points would be worth $700. But I've found just from my research over the past year or so that IHG points are usually worth more than 0.5 cents per point. So let's take the 0.7 cents per point value right there because I think that's a very safe estimate. And this could be worth just under $1,000 at $980. So in year one, for anybody out there who's willing to stay at one IHG property, well, this welcome bonus is totally worth it. You're getting $1,000 worth of value and only paying the annual fee of $99. A big reason why I I think this card is underrated and I'm keeping it after year 1 is that you get an anniversary free night. So every single year, IHG is going to deposit a free night award into your account that you can use at any IHG property that you want, and that free night is valued up to 40,000 IHG points. And this free night can be topped up to as many points as you want to spend on your room. So let's say you find a room that's over 100,000 points for one night. Well, you can use your free night and then pay for the rest of the price of the room with the IHG points you already have in your account. This anniversary free night could easily be worth $200 worth of value or more. Of course, you do have to actually go out and travel and stay in hotels, specifically IHG hotels, for at least one night a year to use this perk, but that is definitely my situation. I love traveling the world and I love staying in new places, and IHG hotels always seem to be in the city that I want to travel to. Another huge perk with this card is redeem 3 nights and get the 4th night free. So you are going to be using points to unlock this feature. If you stay at an IHG hotel for 4 nights, well, you don't have to actually pay for that 4th night as long as you pay for the first 3 nights with points. So let's say that you find a hotel and they're charging 25,000 points every single night of your stay. You are going to pay 75,000 points for the first 3 nights, and then on the 4th night you'll pay 0 points. So you'll basically get a 25% discount if you are staying in increments of 4 nights. So if you stay 4 nights, you get the 4th night free. If you're staying 8 nights, you're getting the 4th and the 8th night free, and so on. And so I like to stay in IHG hotels if I know that I'm going to be at the property for 4 nights, because that's how you maximize the value of this perk. And this is a perk that comes with this card and the personal IHG Premier card. And this perk can also come with the personal $0 annual fee IHG card, but no one else has access to this perk. So that's why I think it's so valuable to hold at least one of these IHG cards. Something else that comes with this card is the Platinum Elite status that you're going to be getting with IHG. So you aren't going to get the top tier status of Diamond Elite, but that comes with staying 70 nights at IHG properties, and that is very unrealistic for most people. You could also spend $40,000 on this card to unlock Diamond Elite status, but again, not a lot of people are going to be doing that, and I would not recommend putting that kind of spend on this card just for that hotel perk. The IHG loyalty program isn't the absolute best in my opinion when compared to all other hotel chains, but with Platinum Elite you do get some decent benefits. A few of these perks are complimentary upgrades, a welcome amenity at check-in, and early check-in, of course subject to availability. In my first year with Platinum Elite status, I didn't receive anything too amazing, but it's still all right. I got a free few drinks at check-in, and I also got some room upgrades. Nothing too crazy like suites or anything like that, but it's still nice to get better views out the window or a higher floor. This card also offers a global entry, TSA pre-check, or a Nexus credit when you pay for that service. I already had this credit from another card, so I actually gave my card number to my dad, and he was able to get global entry for himself, and that also comes with TSA pre-check. So this is a fantastic credit that this card has. There's also no foreign transaction fees with this card, but I don't think this is a huge win because I think hotel cards need to have this perk, otherwise you can't use it at an international hotel. The other main benefit here on this page is this one to earn $100 and 10,000 bonus points after spending $20,000 each calendar year. That reward is just not enough in my opinion for spending $20,000 a year on this card, so I wouldn't worry about that. There are more benefits to go over offer that I will talk about in this video, but hopefully with just these ones in the main section of this website, you've seen that paying $99 every year if you're staying in IHG properties is definitely going to be worth it to keep this card open. But we do have to talk about the spending categories before we get too far in this video. So you are going to be earning 26 times points at IHG properties, and it's not all coming with this card. It's coming with the status you get from it and just being an IHG loyalty program member. So 10 times points just for being in the IHG program, and then you are going to be earning 6 times points for being a Platinum Elite member, a perk that comes with this card, and then you're going to be earning 10 times points for paying with this card. Then you'll earn 5 times points in travel, gas stations, select business purchases, and dining. These are some really nice bonus categories to have on this card, especially when you're using this card for every purchase, working towards that welcome offer. But in my experience, I just really haven't used this card for those unique bonus categories because I like to use transferable currency cards for my everyday spend, like Chase cards or Amex cards, to earn points that I can use to transfer out to IHG if I really wanted to, but I don't, or I can use it for other airline and hotel partners, and then 3 times points on every other purchase. So this card has some really good spending categories if you want to rack up a ton of IHG points, or you could opt for other cards. I've opted for other cards, but these are still pretty nice. And really quickly, this website that I've been using to show you all this information is my referral link that I'll have it down in the description of this video. If you click on that, click on IHG, and then move over to the business card, you will find all of the information that we've been talking about, and using this referral link to apply for the card. And when you get approved, I'll get a few referral points thrown back at me. I thank you so much if you decide to use this link, and it's a huge way to help support the channel. So now moving down to the more benefits section, the first one there will be the up to $50 in the calendar year for using United Travel Bank. This is split up into 6-month increments. So in the first 6 months of the year, you'll get a $25 credit in United Travel Bank, and then the second 6 months of the year, you will get another $25. Now, this is something that I haven't been able to take advantage of with the first year of holding this card, just because I haven't paid in dollars for a United flight in over a year. I've just been using my United miles for that, but there will come a time where when I'm flying United, I'll be able to take advantage of this perk, and it'll be nice. Then there's Diamond Elite status when you spend $40,000. I definitely don't think this is worth it, but I guess if you really want to go for it and you have a ton of business spend, well, there you go. And then there's that additional free night when you spend $60,000 in 1 year. Again, I don't think it's worth it to put that much spend on this card. And then we have save 20% on points purchases, which I definitely don't think is worth it, because oftentimes you can purchase IHG points with a 100% bonus, and they run this promotion multiple times throughout the year, and you can usually find a really good deal. So I wouldn't really worry about saving 20% on points purchases when you can get so much more value if you find the right deal. There's also purchase protection and trip cancellation interruption insurance. I won't go into this in too much detail in this video because I'm not a 100% expert on this topic, but I have seen that the business card actually has less protection when it comes to that travel interruption and cancellation insurance than the personal version of the IHG card, which I think is so interesting there. And in fact, if you do want to check out my 1-year review of the IHG personal card, it'll be right there. And if you want to watch another IHG video, it'll be right there. I think this card is a total keep for me, and I will keep it for most likely years to come, as long as I'm staying at IHG properties. So that's my review. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.